What's going on, boxing fans? Julian Williams here at The Distance. Got a post-fight video for you guys. Peter Quillin versus Craig McEwen. Battle took place tonight on HBO. Put together two contenders, Craig McEwen and Peter Quillin. The battle ended in a 6-round knockout or stoppage by the referee. Victory for Peter Quillin. So pretty much overall the matchup was McEwen has moments where he was aggressive and throwing punches, only to be countered with more solid shots by Peter Quillin. Both fighters were doing their amount of work, but the fighter with the more solid shots was the one winning. And it was obvious, looking at the fight, that Peter Quillin's punches were having more of an effect than Craig McEwen's punches, and the work that Peter Quillin was doing was more effective than what McEwen was doing. There were moments where McEwen would square up or not even fully put his jab out there, or fully extend his jab. But there were moments where he was pressing the action, but only to be countered. And he was countered with right hands, left hooks, and at the end of the fight, it was a left hook that began. That's pretty much the end of the fight. Referee stopped it, and going into the fight, after the fight, following the fight, the commentators had mentioned whether or not the fight would stop prematurely. And you look at the eye of McEwen, his eye didn't look all too good. He wasn't winning the fight. As I mentioned, I think that the clean punches is what did it for him. Quillin was landing the cleaner punches, more effective, more solid, and pretty much that was trumping McEwen's work rate and punches. But and also he was landing more and was more effective, of course, as I mentioned before. It's a repeat thought that I had. But it's overall, Quillin fought a pretty good, disciplined fight. Pretty much, Peter Quillin over the last few years believes that he can compete with the best in the middleweight division. And judging by this fight, the jury is still out with Peter Quillin. He has the athleticism to compete with any fighter in that division. But the question is, does he have the skill set? I think he does have the skill set, but he is yet to kind of showcase in a way that warrants, a big matchup with a Parag or even WBA champion Golovkin. Sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Or even Sergio Martinez. The fight that I would like to see him in, I'd like to see him fight Andy Lee and make a determination from there. Whether it's Andy Lee or even the Peter Manfredo Jr., depending on how the fight in 2 weeks goes. The jury's still out on Peter Quillin. But we saw in this fight that Peter Quillin was good at, his counter punching was great. And, he wasn't, all that aggressive, but whatever landed was solid and it hurt more and had more of an effect on what McEwen was throwing. The stoppage, I believe the stoppage was premature, but also, I think the ref should have probably given it 4 or 5 more seconds to determine, what Craig McEwen's body language would have been, 4 or 5 seconds later. And more than likely, I do think that Quillin probably would have landed more clean shots on him, and then the referee, could have came in and just stopped it. But it is what it is. Referees, sees stuff in real time, so it is what it is. 6-round stoppage victory for Peter Quillin. So anyway, peeps, I'm out of here. That was The Distance. Peace.